Hey guys, sorry I am running a little bit late, but I had to jump in to go see my doctor when I rang this morning. They had only the time that I was supposed to come on live, and I just literally got in the door. So I'm here, and thank you so much, guys. I'm Yvonne Stanton with Your Total Wellness. I'm a fitness, I'm a nutrition, and I'm a mindset coach. Yep, all three. And it is my expertise in what I do. I do the Instagram reels and posts, and I do Facebook posts, but my what I love doing is really just getting into clients and love coming here with you and being live because I'm streaming in my Facebook group as well as on YouTube. So hello, say hello where you're coming in from. I don't know who's going to be on because of the change of time. So maybe say hello if you are there, because this is a great topic, especially because this is a warning even for myself, listening to your body. So I'm just going to check here, make sure I'm live. I know it said that I'm live in YouTube. And okay, so it's like this kettle, this field out there. When we talk about what does listening to your body mean? So let's just go back and give you a little bit of my own personal experience here. So almost 3 weeks ago, after my run, I felt it in my chest. I thought I was just a bit cold because the weather was, had changed. I went home because my running friends, they're training for a half marathon. So their runs were longer. I finished. I got to my car. I actually drove home to get a vest because I was chilled down. Like in winter, you got to make sure you have clothes to put on afterwards for coffee. And I went home, grabbed my vest, drove back down, got out of the car, and I had this overwhelm, like, oh, I'm not sure. I felt like I had to go home and I had to put on warm clothes. So I did. And what happened from there is that I had booked in for a massage and I should have canceled. Normally, when I feel any kind of if I'm under the weather, I just always cancel. But I guess I got home, I must have showered, had brekkie, and I felt okay. So then I had the massage. Literally the next day, I was taken down. And I'm sharing this because now I can look back at listening to my body. And I was actually really tight in my shoulders and my upper back. And that would explain the chest, right? But I was just, not listening to my body. I was working long hours. I had a lot on my plate. I had a summit and all these to-dos that you do when you run your own business. And of course, then, my dog had surgery and I had all these extra appointments that I had to go to. And they were like an hour's drive, some of them to the clinic. And then you have the appointment. So I was running myself down without not realizing it. And then, of course, training, I was working on my Ks and getting my Ks up. So I was actually doing an awful lot and not listening to my body. Okay. And I got sick. And the reason I was late is because I still felt this bit of chest thing, even though I'm on antibiotics. And I just thought I better call my doctor because she kind of said, if you're not better in a couple of days, you might need something stronger. So the only time she could do was the time I was supposed to be here. And I'm sharing this because she basically said, Yvonne, I do have a little bit of bronchitis in there, but you're healthy. Because I am super healthy, she does the blood pressure, super fit, all those great things because I look after myself, but yet I still got run down. And so now it's just a matter of listening to my body, and it's going to take a little bit longer to get well. I had bronchitis like 30 years ago. And once you've had something, it's sort of, you're more susceptible to it. Believe it or not, that thought went into my thought process when I felt that chest. So anyway, but I just tried to think positive, thinking it would go away. So this now goes into listening to our body. because listening to our body is not just from a immune system and health process, but it's also in when we want to lose weight and we're getting back into some fitness, or we're being strict on our calorie intake, right? When we're on fad diets, we are doing things that are stressing our body. So I want to talk about this because it is really important. Okay. Because if you can't, you need to start learning how to listen to your body, because it's an important part of having a healthy mindset when it comes to exercise, nutrition, and life. All right. So listening to your body means that you this is what I didn't do. Helps you to know when to push harder, when to rest, and when you might need make a change in even your nutrition. All right? So where do you feel that you don't listen to your body? Because I normally listen to my body like so well, but like everybody, you know, sometimes I don't get the lesson either. And even though I knew from my heart of heart that I was probably pushing in so many different angles, but I was really making sure I got to bed early, getting my 8 hours of sleep, but wasn't enough, right? I haven't had a holiday, haven't had a break. So that was again a mental break. We all need mental breaks, right? You just can't keep working and working and working and working. And I was doing that. So it came at a cost. And this is what happens when we don't listen to our body. Okay. So we have to always be accessing and in tune, right, with how our body responds to things like exercise and the food you eat. You know, it can be easy to get caught up in our busy day-to-day lives, so that often we forget to pause and to reflect on how we are actually feeling. Yeah. So tips to listening to your body. Okay. Here's some tips for you. Keep a journal. It helps you be aware of your body and how it's feeling. I was just telling a customer, a client of mine, about this, to write down how you're feeling. It's important to identify it. It keeps you on track. The quality of amount of sleep, my clients get a weekly form to fill out. So it gets them to think about all these things. How much sleep are you getting? How do you feel? How are you eating? How do you feel with your exercise? And if you start taking care of it and writing it down, you will start maybe picking up on things that maybe are out of whack. I drink plenty of water. I always ask my clients, how much water are you drinking? Getting enough sleep. I talk about sleep all the time, right? Enjoying your food. Because food brings family together and friends together. So we need to be enjoying those shared meals. And if you're trying to eat healthier, but you find you don't enjoy the food you're making, right? It's going to become harder to stick to it long term. So it's important to eat foods you love. Eating healthy, cooking nutritious food should never feel like a chore. When things feel like a chore, this isn't going to be long-term effects. We have to enjoy what we do. We have to enjoy those little baby steps in the transformation, right? It has to be with little baby steps. So I often get questions from women about eating too much on a social occasion. And my advice is you shouldn't let it worry you. If you are concerned about there not being enough healthy options available at an event or a family dinner, I would say enjoy yourself. But it's important to connect with those close to you, right? And it's being too restrictive is unrealistic. Occasional treats or one day of eating more than you need won't make a difference to your health and your fitness long term. Focus on healthy eating afterwards. You shouldn't feel guilty. Never feel guilty. These are choices we get to make. And when we make a choice, enjoy it. I always say this to my clients. It's a choice in life. We are on a choice of things that we do for our actions and our goals. And eventually we will make better choices, but it does take time. Okay. Don't expect to change everything. You can. It won't be, it will never last when we do everything too fast. It's the all or nothing mentality, right? Got to do everything now. And it doesn't work like that. One thing you can change so much in the long-term progress. Okay. I also think educating yourself on nutritional value of carbohydrates, fats and proteins can also help you enjoy your food more. I really dig into nutrition with my clients. It's everything. You are what you eat. Repeat, you are what you eat. So making sure that the right macronutrients that you get, that you feel good, so that you train at your best, and it helps you stick to eating healthy long term. So make time for yourself. Chunk out 10 minutes a day that you get to tune into yourself. Be quiet. Quietness is where we really get to feel, yeah? That quietness, that Zen moment, that sitting. My quietness is always in the morning. I did my meditation this morning. I did my chant this morning. I do my journaling in the morning. Meditation, I just said, right? Meditation helps so much for so many different reasons in our lives. So I really recommend meditate and yoga. And really being aware how you react to stress. Stress is the number one, let's face it, killer of every disease out there. And having stress in my life for such a long time, I'm very good at probably not feeling the stress, but I'm in it, if you know what I mean. Hence why I make sure I'm doing all these practices to keep me there, to keep me in that more peaceful, calm, right, place. Really aware of your stress symptoms. Okay. Going to the doctors, making sure you get your yearly checkups. Notice how your body responds to exercise. Focusing on your breath in each moment and learning when to inhale and exhale will help you connect to your body in that moment. Okay. So I hope this is helping about listening to your body. Think about what you need. How do you break bad habits to build healthier habits and choices? Here's a really good one. And I know I was tuning. So once again, a little bit of a lesson. I was having an extra shot of caffeine in the afternoon. So that was my body telling me I was tired, but yet I was using caffeine to keep me going. The signs were there. I didn't see them. I didn't think of them. I didn't go, Yvonne, come on, you never do this, right? This is why that time of reflection, and if it's the morning or afternoon, it doesn't matter, but having that time to go and think about yourself and say, how am I feeling right now? Do I feel good? Do I feel healthy? Am I making good choices? Reflect on your day and give yourself that time to listen and tune in. Okay, because fatigue is the number one sign. But what we do is we look for sugar, we look for caffeine, chocolate, we look for these other things to keep our energy high, rather than feeling tired and going to bed earlier, or possibly even having a nana nap, right? Going to bed earlier. Nothing wrong with going to bed early. There's nothing to be said, I think as humans, as adults, we think we can't go to bed before 8 o'clock. I mean, it's ridiculous. Who says that? Who? There's no rule of thumb there. I was getting into bed when last year when I had so much work on. I was getting into bed at 7 p.m. because I knew the importance of sleep because my mornings I had to be up early. Create your boundaries, create your healthy life. It will change your life for the better when you start tapping in and listening to your body because it is there and it is giving us signs on a daily basis, right? Moderation is key. Moderation is key. It's okay to wake up and say, I might be a little bit tired. I'm going to go for my run or to the gym or whatever it is, but I'm going to take it easier today. I won't go so hard. I won't push the limits today. And that's always our ego, right? Our ego wants to push us. Come on, you got to go do better. You compete. You look at someone, you go, I'm going to do that better. And that's not what you want to do. You really, really, really want to get into your own well-being, your own listening to your body, and so that it works for you at its ultimate perfection way. Because it is telling you every day. And mine is still telling me I'm tired. At 5:30, I'm falling asleep on the lounge. I told my doctor this today. She goes, wow. I said, I know, it's craving sleep. I'm having 9 hours easily a night. And I was tired this morning and I had a call. I had to get up to set my alarm. I set my alarm this morning and I struggled getting up because I still need a lot of sleep because sleep is how we recover. So the more I know now, the more I'm going to allow myself to rest and means, yes, not work as much right now because I have to get healthy. I have to put my health first. So listen to your body. Listening to your body is a key part of a healthy lifestyle. Being healthy is a balance, and to live a balanced lifestyle, it helps to be in tune with your body and listen to what it needs. You'll feel healthier, you'll feel happier. And when you give some of these tips a go and give your body the exercise, nutrition, and reset that it deserves, it will honor you back. I hope this has been a really great training for you today. I've got goosebumps from it. I think it's just really in the right time at the right place, especially with my own self. It's kind of like it was meant to be. So if you have any questions, pop them down in the comments. Want to send me a personal DM, do that as well. But thank you so much for being here. And I hope this has served you well. Love to hear what your thoughts were. Hashtag please in my Facebook group that you're watching the replay and hashtag health. Okay. See you guys. Bye.